everybody, and welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite YouTube star, Zoe, back at it again with another little thing that's about to be lit, another video that's about to be it. Okay, so I have so much to tell you guys. It's been like a week and it feels like it's been a lifetime since I shared my moments with you guys, and now is the time for me to share it. So big things has been happening with me. I went to the Wendy Williams show and I met Wendy, and I was in the audience and I saw Hot Topics firsthand. Living in New York, you know, they have a lot of talk shows out there, but I'm not gonna lie, I do love me some Wendy Williams because I love me some hot tamale topics, if you know what I mean. Anyway, going out there, it gave me this brilliant idea that I thought about. And I know that we all know, going on Instagram and going on YouTube, there's always this big fad with all the beauty gurus about makeup challenges. So I thought, what would be freaking awesome than for me to make up my own makeup challenge? Makeup challenge! Makeup challenge! The best idea came to mind while I was out on my ventures. And I thought, you know, I'd never seen on YouTube by any YouTube store at all. And I'll have to go and tell them that it's called the pallet challenge. What is the pallet challenge, you ask me? Well, it's fairly a little bit simple. Let me break it down level to level to level. So basically, I'm going to use all powder products on my face to fill in my brows, to do my eyeshadow, foundation, lipstick, contour, highlight, all powder. All powder. From the beginning of this tutorial until the very, very end, we are going to be powdering it up. No cocaine. All right, so let's get started. So to start my venture, I'm gonna go in with my spoolie, which we know we use in every video, which looks just like this. I love my disposable spoolies. I don't particularly like to have the spoolies that's stuck on the brush because then you have to worry about cleaning it. But when it's disposable, what do? Use it and throw it away. And you can actually find these spoolies at beauty supply stores near you. They also sell them on Amazon. Just type in disposable spoolies. Get like a whole packet of them. Okay, so I'm gonna take my spoolie and then I'm gonna brush my eyebrow hairs up here and then down here. So up here and then down here. So what I'm gonna use to fill in my eyebrows is going to be my one and only, which I'm super stoked about, guys. So let me just tell you the story. I'm strolling through Instagram. Shapowie Kaboom. I have been dying to get my hands on a Juvias Place palette. They're super inexpensive. They're $20. The one that I want is always sold out on the internet, on their website, I mean. And they sell them on eBay and Amazon and different things, but I want to spend $20, okay? I'm balling on a budget here. And I thought, what better to have a super highly pigmented palette than to have Juvias Place? So my friend from Virginia sent me a DM on Instagram showing me that Juvias Place is now in all Ulta Beauty stores around the world. I mean, like around the world, guys. I was so stoked. The first thing I did was pick up the phone and call the Ulta Beauty near me, and I'm like, hello, do you have Juvias Place? They're like, yes. I got in my car and drove over there faster than a blink of a damn eye and went crazy buying Juvias palettes. Here's one. And this is the Mascarade Mini, which right now is my top favorite. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to use the color Fulani, and I am going to fill in my brows with it. So to start the powder challenge, we're going to do our eyebrows. I have my brow brush from Honey Cosmetics. It's called a sable angle brush. So if you do go online and see it, it is called a sable angle. They have different kinds of sable angles on there. They have the long stem sable angle, which looks like this. And then they have the shorter stem that looks like this, with more like a silver tip. You'll be able to choose what you want on the website. And I will definitely leave the information for that in the description box below. I'm gonna dip my brush into the Fulani.
kid, Harlem on the rise. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
I have complete faith that this is gonna slay out here. It's there. Let's keep going. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with my eyeshadow now. I'm going to use Zulu off the palette, which is right here as my transitioning color. I'm gonna Zulu it up.
Trap, money, penny. This shit got me in my feelings. Gotta be.
Okay, then we're gonna take Ada, which is a little bit of a lighter brown right here in the palette. I'm gonna dip my brush in some Ada, and then I'm just gonna dab it in there just like I did Zulu. Ada. And if we've got that, I'm gonna take, this is also in the Honey Cosmetics brush set right here. And I'm just gonna like tone that color down underneath my eyebrows because I don't like it super pigmented all the way to the top. Then I'm gonna go in with my next color, which I'm gonna use Zobo right here. It's the way it goes. I don't this feel right. This brush is also from Honey Cosmetics. It's a baby fluffy eyeshadow brush. Then we're gonna go in with Makeda, which is a shimmery purple right next to it. Okay, now that my eyes are done with my Zobo and my Makeda bright purple from this Juvias Please palette, which I'm like super stoked about and I think is like super pigmented. Like, do you see this purple? Like, and this is with no eyeshadow primer because remember, we are doing the powder challenge, so that includes no cream based products at all. Pure powder from top to bottom. Okay, from the beginning to the end, we are powdered out, sis. We aren't coming through with the creams. We aren't coming through with nothing. We're powdering everything out, okay? Everything. Purple is looking good with the blonde. It's making sense. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in with this same brush that I used before and just like get some of the transition and color more into my eye. Okay. Now that we have the eyeshadow on and the color is looking great, we need to go in with some foundation. And this powder foundation routine is gonna be a little abstract, but we're gonna slay it and it's gonna come out great. Okay, have all faith. Like, I have all faith this is gonna be the best makeup challenge known to 2018. To end 2018. The best makeup challenge to end 2018. Okay. So I'm gonna go in with my foundation powder, which is my HudaBeauty Cinnamon Bun. I usually use it as setting powder, which I think it is. It is setting powder, but today it will be used as a face foundation. Come in with my Real Techniques blending sponge per usual. It already has some powder on it. And I'm just gonna dip it all up in there.
Yeah, it's big enough, got me tripping on you. Tripping on you. My bad for tripping on you. Tripping on you.
I use my, once again, my NYX Highlight and Contour palette right here. And I'm gonna highlight with this guy right here. Nice and light and crispy. Gonna use this brush right here. And we're gonna dip all up in that light color and we're gonna highlight under our eyes, okay?
But not without the foreplay. Okay, cool. But not without the first date. Okay, cool. But not before I have to.
Then I'm gonna take all of that highlighter and I'm gonna take my blending sponge on the pointy side. This is happening. This is happening. Okay, we're gonna go in with the contour now. I'm gonna use my same NYX Highlight and Contour palette, and I'm going to use the brown one right here, which, you know, is like pretty much gone, but we're gonna make the best of what we got, right?
Level up, level up, level up, level up, level up, level up. All this
brow bones because I have a round face and I cannot walk the streets with no. I mean, what do you guys think so far? I feel like this is coming out all right. Like, I don't look horrible. Not as bad as I thought I was gonna look. But, you know, it's getting there. And I'm gonna brush these brows up some more because they're looking a little crazy. I feel like if my brows were done, that they would have came out a little bit more crisp. But that's all right. Okay, and for our eyeliner, we're going to use our Naked Smokey palette from Urban Decay. And I'm going to use Black Market, which is like the black one in the kit right here. Okay, now that I've done that, just to sharpen it up, like, you know, I always do in my cream concealer, I'm gonna go with the same fluffy brush I used to put on a little bit of that brown, and I'm just gonna like clean it up, like sharpen it up here. Okay, like I think that's a pretty damn good job. Okay, let me do the other wing liner and we're gonna continue. Okay, my wing liner is done, and I'm gonna take some of that purple that I have left on my eyeshadow brush right here, and I'm just gonna hit it on the bottom. Okay, and now that we have put on our powder eyebrows, got our powder eyeshadow eyeliner, have on our powder foundation and highlight and contour, we're gonna go in for our shimmery highlight, which is like my favorite step of makeup, as you all know. And speaking of it being my favorite step, I actually purchased a new highlighter over our time apart. And that is, yes, of course, Juvia's Place highlighter. And it is powder based, and it's called Nubia, which I think is a really pretty name. You think of Nubia, you think of Nubian Queen. It like makes you feel really rich, really gold, really elegant, feminine, and I feel like the name grasps all of that. So I'm gonna go in with that same fluffy brush that I used before to like try to fix these horrible powdered brows that I have no concealer to save. And I'm gonna dip it into the highlighter palette. And then we're just gonna highlight our cheeks. First of all, Juvia. What's going on right here is magical. It's magical. Like this right here, you done outdid yourself. You done slayed the competition. I mean, this makes me second guess Trophy Wife. Now, don't get me wrong, Trophy Wife is pigmented to the gods, but Juvia's Place is shimmery to the gods. We ain't done though, because we gotta come through with some bomb lipstick. And yes, you got that right, made out of powder. Back in my mascarade mini with all my multiple colors. I'm gonna use that same brush that I used to apply my eyeshadow, and I'm gonna put on some bomb lipstick. And I'm thinking, I'm wearing purple, so I'm thinking of going real crazy right now and throw on some pink. So take that same brush that's a little bit of the color that's still in my eyes on, and I'm just gonna put that like on my lips. So it's called Boring out of the Masquerade Mini palette. Looks like this. And I'm just gonna put it on my lips like some good old lipstick. And just because you're using eyeshadow as lipstick does not mean you can't get no lip liner popping, because that is my next step. So I'm gonna use the brown in the palette. I'm gonna use Fulani, which we used to fill in our eyebrows at the beginning of the video, and I'm gonna line these lips with it.
Yes. Grab your coat, get your keys, 'cause whatever you
Okay, guys, so I'm gonna put on some lashes and I'll be right back. This is the finished look, the powdered look, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope that you send this to everyone you know, your brothers, your sisters, and I hope you pass it on because it's gonna be a big phenomenon, powdering it up all over the world. We're gonna powder up in Queens, we're gonna powder up in Brooklyn, we're gonna powder up in France, Spain, Milan. The continuous amount of powdering is just like not gonna end. You know what I mean? Okay, guys, so next time, thanks for watching. Don't forget to put that thumbs up, like, and subscribe, and pass it on because there's much more where this one came from. Best believe. See you next time. Toodles. The other side here. Ooh, girl, you got highlighter now. I mean, can I get an amen for the highlighter in here? Church choir. And let's hit the nose right here.